Alright guys, yeah, this roller was mounted on a steel gate, sliding gate. I took it off on the customer's gate and I put a new one on. So I've had some use for this one. I decided to take it home and now I got it. I'm gonna use it as a bent, tool, and it will serve my purpose, I think. And it's something to have, I think anything like this will suit your purpose in future. It's a little bit rusty, but look, this is a working table, so everything doesn't have to be neat and clean, as long as it just do what it's supposed to do. I've drilled 2 holes, same size holes, inside my wooden bench, and I'm gonna put in 2 bolt nuts that I fasten underneath, and that will have quite a nice grip on top of it, Yeah, I've put in the 2 bolts. On this section here, I'm gonna put in separate holes, and that is to determine the thickness of what I'm going to bend. As you can see, you've probably seen my latest video. This is a very useful tool that I made up. Anyone can do that. You can look at my other videos and see I use it as a cutter and as a saw and as for the key for the drill, and then a grinder key. So yeah, very useful tool. Everyone should have it. It's very easy to use, and the thing is, I had my times many times over with the drill key and the grinder key. Cut myself many times on it. So yeah, so as you can see, it's very solid. You can always put some grease in there to make it run more smoothly. That I will do later, and I will drill some holes here. That's why a workbench with a lot of holes is beneficial, because you can change it at your whim, and whatever material you use, you can change it. And it's so cheap. It's all material that you pick up along the way, and very, very cheap way of doing things, and you will get the same result as I said before. Okay, I've now drilled the holes. You can drill as many you like to actually around it for the purpose that you want to bend it to, and whatever the thickness, it all depends. This is a 10 millimeter steel round bar that I'm gonna bend, and as you notice, this is car bolts. You usually find it in a car, mounted bolts, very strong, and I usually use it as a support. I will show you now why. And what I love about this, you can actually just screw it in, put nicely in the hole. Now there's other holes you can use as you change your setup around this roller. Just keep in mind the roller has 2 bolts on this side, so there might be a fact that it might lift a little bit, but that you can work it out as it comes along. That done, I shall have to take off the video and there's always a lot of stuff in there. Okay, I'm going to start with this one, and as you can see, I'm going to do it with my hand. It's quite easy to do. Just got a lot of stuff here on my workbench, and yeah, you can actually with one hand you can actually turn it I'm using one hand now. As you can see, very easy, very simple. Let me go to the other side. And I'm still using my one hand. The closer you get to it, that goes out. Let me put it back in. There it is. It's back where it's supposed to. And I still use my hand. So you can see it works perfectly well. Obviously, I can just shift it around to this side so that I can have a tighter bend. You know, where the bend actually come closer to that. But I've decided, look, this is just a sample to show you, and I just do it with one hand because I've on the other hand got this camera. And the thing is about this bolts that excites me so much is that you can actually change it back to where it was. I'm still doing this with one hand. Look there. So that's why I said to you guys, holes in the wood with this, and I can actually bend it back to its original form. But for this I shall have to use my both hands, but I will do that. Just give me a sec and I will show you. Okay guys, if you see now, there's a little bit of unevenness, but I've bent it back to, if I have more time I can bend it exactly as it was. Obviously with this round bars, as soon as you start bending it, it loses its strength, and then but anyway, just to show you how this works perfectly. And you can bend, you can change the bolts to whatever thickness, obviously, and it must be the thickness of this roller, you know. But you can even bend things in between this two nuts and put 3 nuts there. You can do whatever you want. The softer material, oh my word, you can do wonders with this thing. A very useful tool to have. It's cheap, it costs you nothing. Just look around, wherever you go, you will find something useful. Keep your eyes open.